Hey everyone, I'm Devangana.
And I'm Tanha.
Today we are here to talk about the presentation, clean water and sanitation. And I must say, we are very grateful for giving the opportunity to speak about this. So here goes clean water and sanitation. But first, let me ask you guys something. Do you know the real value of water?
Yeah, water is very valuable for the existence of life. But do we really keep that in mind while using water?
Just think about it. While brushing, doing the dishes, bathing, we waste a ton of water unknowingly. But why?
Well, it's because we have access to water for drinking and other necessities. We have plenty of water available. But what about the people who doesn't have this privilege?
Just think about it, a situation where people have to give money, pay hundreds of dollars for even drinking water. This is the type of situation when we actually know the real value of water.
According to the World Resources Institute, at least 25 countries housing one quarter of the population has to face extreme high water stress. At least 50% of the world's population, around 4 billion people, has to face water stress condition every year.
But why does this happen? We have a lot of freshwater resources and like reservoirs, rivers, and rain. But why? This is because every country is geographically and climatically different. Not all countries have all these water resources. But what about the countries that have them? This is Ganga, a sacred river in Hindu mythology. It is considered and worshipped as a goddess. This is the condition of this river now.
It is severely polluted by human waste and industrial contaminants. Today, Ganga is known to be the most polluted river in the world.
Stretching over 600 kilometers, which is ecologically considered as dead zones.
This is caused by the negligence and irresponsible attitude of the people.
But what can we do about this? In the world, around 65 lakh, 75,000 people die due to water-related illnesses. This is around a jumbo just crashing every hour. But
now let's start by looking at some recent statistics about the amount of plastic waste in the ocean. These plastic waste can damage marine and coastal ecosystem and has the potential to contaminate the food we consume. With the problem only getting worse, it is essential that we find efficient and sustainable solutions.
and then comes another category of people, the poor people. What about them? Many people in the world are misfortunate enough to drink biomycologically contaminated water, which can transmit diseases such as diarrhea, chloria, and many others. What can we do about them? Well, nothing much, but the people with power and authority has to do something about this.
Why does this happen? The main source is dumping the waste directly into the ocean. This practice occurs frequently in several areas, which leaves the ocean to get more contaminated and polluted. And the excess leakage of toxic chemicals from the industries also makes way for this to happen.
But in all this, are we forgetting something? Till now, we have talked about how we are polluting the water resources for us. But what about the innocent lives below water?
Something we haven't yet touched is in the great depth and how it is affecting the life below water. You know, in the food chain of the aquatic life, it is clear that the bigger one consumes the smaller one, and so on. Everything is going great and well.
But the problem arises when a third party is introduced, in our case, which is plastic. The delicate webs of algae, sea cucumbers, fishes, whales, stingrays aren't developed enough to deal with the contaminated that humans have developed so quickly.
Contaminants like oil spills, pesticides can directly harm the fish and the aquatic creatures in this. So it is clear that humans are the only need is water. Clean water is needed for human beings as well as aquatic animals.
Till now, we have only talked about the negative of the situation, but what about the positives? The government's attitude about them. I'm very happy to say that in many countries, government has strictly prohibited the usage and throwing away of water in lands or even in water resources. And with the advancement of new technologies, with the concept of recycling, we are able to use and reuse the plastics instead of throwing them away. Another major aim is water elimination plan, which has been proven to contaminate the water and reduce the health hazard that have been happening. We can reuse the chemically contaminated water and we can reuse them instead of dumping them into the ocean and water. By this are not only helpful for us, but also the aquatic life.
Now let's look at several action programs that can be carried out to reduce plastic waste in the ocean. We could create sea and beach cleanup campaigns, enforcement of management of plastic regulations, and to develop recycling technology.
Another example for this is the beach cleanup campaign in Australia, where they were successful enough in cleaning many beaches which were contaminated with plastics. And now they are environmental friendly. Another example for this is a plastic waste collection program using boats made of plastics in Netherlands, which has now become an example of how if we work together, we can set the standards and a bar for a better future.
So it is clear that we could also help through the governmental and non-governmental organizations to reduce the plastic pollution.
Let's not just sit and say we need more people like them. Let's be like them.
Tomorrow's future is in our hands, so let's work together to help more.
Guys, come on. It's our time. As students, least we could do is create awareness. But what if it is workful? What if we all work together?
Now is the time to act. Let's unite and commit to solve this problem of plastic waste in the ocean for a better future and for our planet.
The major aim of the seminar was not just talking about clean water and sanitation, but how it is affecting our lives and how if we all work together and how we can create an awareness. If we all work together now, we can see from the example of the Australian campaign in Netherlands, if we all work together and we all team up together with the government, we can all create this world as a better place for ourselves and for our future generations.
Thank you.
Thank you.